a day. Go for it.
Oh wow, this one made me laugh, honestly. Like this is an amazing headline. A $1 trillion coin to solve the debt ceiling. And
I love
as
it already.
oh, it's amazing, because then I would become so rich. Oh my God, that would be ridiculous because I have, two platinum coins. So pretty much
Nice.
that particular coin that they're talking about is a platinum coin that would be just like a regular. I mean, look, I understand if they said, okay, look, we're gonna build a mountain, okay?
Okay, hold on. Before you start giving your opinion on it, can you explain, like, okay, so who's introducing? What are they introducing?
Right. So
Like,
so there's a debt ceiling, and this debt ceiling is being reached right now really fast. So it's like a $1 trillion debt ceiling, and Congress doesn't know how to pay for it. Okay, so they get their money from the Fed. So the Fed issues their money, and it has an interest rate. So the interest rate would be around like over 5%. So, but they don't know how to pay for it, right? So they have to negotiate with them, right? So if they can't negotiate with them on a $1 trillion, for example, debt ceiling, right? Then what they're gonna get less, right? And if they get less, then they're gonna have to start cutting programs. So, for example, what we were just talking about, homeless people, they might not be able to get a phone. So, you know what I mean? They might not be able to call another homeless person in the future. So, or Social Security that might be cut. They already talked about it before. They can cut, for example, Medi-Cal, Medicare, or any governmental program. They can also lay off people because they can't afford to pay them a salary. So, in a sense, what they're saying, and when I say what they're saying, I'm talking about the economists. They're coming up with this idea that they can just mint a $1 trillion platinum coin and give it to the Fed, and then the Fed is going to, uh, you know, give them a loan for another $1 trillion. Now, this is just a temporary solution. Like, what do you think, Al, about this?
I think it's ludicrous. I mean, it's sort of like, okay, so we get a basically we give a note that we're going to basically pay everything back, but now we're giving a metal coin that says we're going to pay it back. Trust us, this coin, it might not actually be worth this, but if we tell people it's worth this, then it's worth this. Then
Right, right.
then you could just go like, hey, we have 50 of these $1 trillion coins. It really, it doesn't make sense to me. And I'm really curious about the economists that are suggesting it. If these are economists who are just kind of like, hey, you know what? We're not really doing much right now. Let's just suggest anything and see if they go for it.
Right, right, absolutely. I mean, it just sounds ridiculous, right? I mean, look, why not a gold coin? Why specifically a platinum coin? We know that gold is worth more than platinum right now. In the 90s, platinum was worth more than gold, but nobody thinks about platinum anymore. Platinum is like the 10-pound gorilla that is invisible. You know what I mean? So it's like, why platinum? Like, it's just, to me, it
I
really sounds crazy,
Yeah,
crazy, crazy.
I don't know what even, like, to me, I don't care what metal they would have said, whether it was gold, whether it was silver, whether it was meteorite coin. I don't care what it is. It's not worth that. So by us just saying that anything, meaning you could go like, hey, all right, we're gonna make this stapler, and this stapler is $1 trillion. Put
Yeah,
it into the Federal Reserve as a
yeah.
$1 trillion stapler. It's like, I don't like, you're screwing with the economy for the fucks of it. And
Right.
it's like,
Gotcha.
I like,
Well, okay. Well, okay. Why can't we, as the regular people, do the same thing, right? I mean, okay, let's say we have a debt of $1 million, whatever, right? Why can't we say that? Oh, look, here's a gold coin that we have. Here you go, bank. You
hey,
know,
you know what?
my
No,
debt
you
is
know what?
free.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you haven't tried, so you don't know. Maybe they would accept it. Go
Yeah,
like, hey, I have a gold coin. It's actually worth $1 million. Send
Right.
it in and see if they go. You know what? Thank you. We didn't
Yeah.
know it was worth $1 million, but now you tell
Right.
us it's worth $1 million.
Right. And then I'll be homeless on the streets with a free government phone. So I mean, that's why.
Hey! You might get an iPhone. Who knows?
Oh yeah, if I'm an iPhone, I might be a rapist. What are you talking about?
I'm telling you, there's people right now who are listening to this on on their iPhone, going like, "What is he? Is he insane?"
I'm I'm not saying that the average person who has an iPhone is a
So
rapist.
basically, okay. So if you're a homeless person with an iPhone, you're a rapist. Basically, that's what
No,
you're saying.
not only could you be a rapist,
It's only one of the things you could be.
you could be one of the things. You could be a rapist. You could be a government employee, or you're a beggar.
Can you be both? Can you be all the
Yeah,
above?
you could
Okay.
be all the above. But the problem,
A homeless government employee who's a
yeah,
rapist.
yes,
Got it. All right. Okay.
you
Cool.
can do all three. That's not up to
All
me.
right. So if he's
Um,
talking about you right now, you know.
get off the phone and throw it out. Okay, so yeah, so like, okay, look, if they were to actually like build something with platinum, out of platinum, right? Let's say they were gonna build a pyramid, okay? They build a beautiful pyramid and it's like 95% platinum, okay? And that will cover the debt for 10 years, 15 years, right?
Hmm?
Then they can just gift it to the Fed. That makes sense. But one coin that's worth right now like $1,200, that makes no sense to me. That because they're just like arbitrarily placing a value on it that anyone can technically do. But my question to you, Al, is if a platinum coin is going to be worth $1 trillion, will all of the platinum coins also be
Oh,
worth $1 trillion? Okay.
no. But I would say that I think that maybe, at least in the short run, I could imagine that having an effect on the platinum price in general, though. I don't. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not gonna go to trillion or whatever. But do I see it going up because of it? Probably. Maybe the artificial uh, price that it'll basically go up to is because for whatever reason we made this coin $1 trillion coin, and I
Right.
think it's that might have a like that's the only thing that I could really see out of that. But no, no way is anyone's coin gonna be like, hey man, my coin now is worth $250 million because no, none of that. No.
Right, right. I mean, as we know, platinum is one of the most scarce elements on the planet. So there wouldn't be a lot of people that would even have one. So I don't know. I don't know that there's a potential that it could be worth quite a bit, maybe even more than gold. You never know. So that could be
I
a
mean, it
potential
did
investment.
before. I wouldn't be too surprised if it does. But
Yeah.
will it? Will they even do this? All that kind of
No.
stuff. There's like too many ifs and
No.
potentials of it. But I'd be very shocked if the government would go with this. Personally, at
No.
least, I don't see them buying it.
I don't think so. I think obviously that the debt ceiling is going to be how would I say it? They're going to actually obtain enough money to cover all the programs, and if not more. I think what's going to happen is the dollar is going to depreciate again. It's going to continue to go down. I think a lot of people are going to continue to lose faith in the dollar. I think that's the ultimate. And as you can see, the gold price is continuously going up right now. So I really do think that paper money is really losing its appeal as of right now. So yeah, I think this is more of a gimmick. I think this is
Yeah.
more to keep people distracted.
I
To
I feel like this is more like a like economists going, okay, we don't really have a job at the moment, so how about we tell you about this idea that no one is going to use, but we could go like, yeah, see, this is would have been the help.
yeah,
I feel like it's just kind of like just throwing shit at the dartboard and trying to see if anything sticks. That's kind of what
exactly.
it's like to me. Yeah.
Exactly. It's just a ridiculous story at a ridiculous point in time. And I think nothing's going to come out of it. It's going to blow over. I think people are just going to have an interesting discussion at the cooler. And,
Right.
the people might start buying it just because they buy into it. But I think that, in the long run, I think nothing's going to come out of it. So,
I think you're right. Well, anyways, guys, thank you for joining us again for a podcast. If you guys could like it and love it and do all the other stuff that you do on YouTube, and anywhere you're at, basically anywhere where you're listening to this, and we'll see you guys next week.